Right now in Wisconsin, a hearing is just wrapped up in the case of Kyle Rittenhouse. He's the Illinois man accused of killing 2 people and injuring a third during a protest in Kenosha, Wisconsin last summer. NBC News correspondent Shaquille Brewster is following this story for us today. Shaq, walk us through what happened in this hearing today.
Well, Aaron, the hearing was only about 20 minutes. It was a pretty routine pre-trial hearing. It was the first time we saw Kyle Rittenhouse in person in court as part of this pre-trial proceedings. He was there in Kenosha in the courthouse. We saw him with a mask on. We saw him in a suit and tie. And really, we heard attorneys go through things like scheduling. When will the deadlines be for submitting evidence? When will some of the discovery or the evidence filings be completed? And when's the deadline for some of the motions? What we know is this trial is expected to begin with jury selection in November. So this was them kind of tying up some loose ends ahead of the start of the trial. But it was the first time that we saw Kyle Rittenhouse appear in person in the state of Wisconsin, where he's accused of killing 2 people.
So, Shaq, you say this won't start until November. Any sense yet of what the Rittenhouse defense is going to be?
Well, we heard early on that they're saying, and his legal team is saying, this was all about self-defense. He was acting in self-defense. He was being attacked when he shot and killed 2 people and injured a third. Let's put up what the charges he's facing. Let's put up those charges, because there's 5 felony charges. These are serious charges. They include 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide, 1 count of first-degree reckless homicide. Those 2 are for the 2 men who were killed. Additionally, it's 1 count of attempted first-degree homicide, 2 counts of reckless endangerment for firing at some other protesters there, and 1 count of possession of a dangerous weapon as a minor. That last one is a lower count, but you see, those are some very serious charges that he's facing. The highest charge faces or carries a life sentence. And then you see the scheduling and what we can expect later. We know that he has pleaded not guilty to all of those counts. Again, his legal team is saying he was acting in self-defense. He was released in jail in late November after posting that $2 million bond. And to give you a sense of just how much of a flashpoint his case has been, that entire bond was actually fundraised by conservative groups. People set up a GoFundMe page, essentially, and that's how he posted that bond. Many conservative allies and activists have said that this is a classic self-defense case. This is about him using his Second Amendment right, and they've really been leaning into that as they've been defending Kyle Rittenhouse. But like I said, the trial is expected to start in November. There was nothing that we heard earlier today that changed that timeline or that scheduling. We know that the last time we saw him appear virtually in court, there were some fireworks because the prosecution was trying to revoke his bail because they said he wasn't being forthcoming with some information like his address. But we'll look to see what happens later, but we know that the trial is starting in just a couple of months, Aaron.
All right, Shaquille Brewster for us today. Shaq, thanks.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.